Yo guys, what is going on? It's Luki here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be focusing on the best MP7 class for Warzone. Now trust me, give this a go, you guys are not going to regret it. I'm going to get straight into this, but if you guys do enjoy, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. I would really appreciate it. So, first attachment is going to be the monolithic suppressor. Now the monolithic suppressor is going to be a must-have attachment on basically every single weapon you use. This is going to take you off the minimap whenever you shoot, which is really helpful, and it will also give you a little bit extra range. Next up, the FSS Recon barrel. This is going to increase the damage range, the bullet velocity and the recoil control, and therefore this is going to make this weapon into an absolute laser beam. Next up, you're going to want to put the no stock attachment on. This increases the movement speed and the ADS speed, so it's going to increase that mobility by a little bit, because with the other attachments the mobility does drop down by a little bit. So sticking on the no stock attachment is basically going to boost the mobility back up to what it used to be, and you can still ADS pretty quickly. Next up, the 60 round mags. These, in my opinion, are going to be a must-have on basically any weapon when you are playing Warzone. I do recommend you guys sticking on extended mags on basically all of your weapons, because having as much bullets as you possibly can in one magazine is going to be really helpful, because you don't want to have to reload, because if you have to reload then they can get away and obviously re-heal. But anyway, the next little thing I want to talk about is not using overkill sniper. So what I like to do instead is, instead of using overkill and putting a sniper on, I recommend you guys sticking on ghost, so you can stay off of their minimap when they have a heartbeat sensor, etc. And instead putting on the .357 as your secondary, and then later on in the game when you're in like top 50, basically everyone has their own weapons, so pretty much every single person you kill will have a sniper. So instead of wasting the overkill or the perk 2 slot and with it the overkill attachment on a sniper, literally just use ghost and wait until the end game and then pick up a sniper by someone else. That is what I do every game, and it's really helpful. So for the perks, cold-blooded to stay off of people's thermal scopes, ghost like I said just before, and then battle hardened. Now the third perk here, you can either use battle hardened. For me, I use battle hardened if I'm playing solo. If I'm playing in a squad, I like to use amped so I can swap my weapons faster, or I like to use tune up so I can revive my teammates faster. Next up, for the lethal and tactical, I like to use lethal as the C4, and then for the tactical, I recommend you guys using heartbeat sensor if you are playing solos, or if you are playing squads, I recommend at least one person on your squad to use the heartbeat sensor, and then the other two people can use a stun, a gas grenade, or a stim shot, whatever they want to. Now unfortunately the gameplay has cut off a little bit. I'm not sure why. I recorded all of it as much as I know anyway, but as you guys can see, I have 5 kills at the moment, and this was pretty early in the game, and I actually got a really nice like squad wipe, but unfortunately I don't know what happened, but the whole entire footage just cut out, which is really frustrating, because it was actually a really nice gameplay. I was get hit by 2 squads. I decided to run away from one squad because they had literally all their loadout drops, and all I had was this little default MP7 off of the ground. But I got a quad bike, went away from them, and then I came to the next building. There was a whole entire squad in that factory, and I luckily ended up killing every single one of them. And it was actually a really nice like little kills I got. I cleared out the whole entire squad, and I'm really annoyed that the gameplay didn't show. I'm not sure why it didn't, but yeah, I got 5 kills with the default MP7, so that just really shows how good the default MP7 is. So literally, if you find an MP7 on the floor, that's still going to be probably one of the best weapons you can find on the floor. So whenever you do find an MP7 on the floor, I recommend you guys keeping it until you obviously get your loadout drop. Now the MP7 on the ground, out of all the ground weapons, is probably, in my opinion, one of the best weapons you can actually get. Now, I'm not sure if there's any like legendary different variants of the MP7 on the floor. I haven't seen any myself. It's usually just like the M4A1 and stuff like that. I might be incorrect there, but literally all you need is the default grey, boring old, no attachment MP7, and that itself is really good. If you've picked it up, then you probably have realized that it's actually really good. So literally just sticking on a default MP7 with no attachments. Like I know a lot of you guys don't actually have a lot of attachments unlocked, because obviously for those people who only have Warzone, you have to obviously use the weapons and then unlock attachments through leveling up the weapon. And a lot of you guys may not have a lot of the attachments, but still, it does not matter if you might not have all of the attachments, because it's actually really easy to just go ahead and use any MP7 with any attachments on at all. Now, of course, once you do unlock all the attachments, I do recommend you guys sticking on the attachments that I recommended, just because in my opinion they are definitely the best possible attachments you can use. You're going to have all the good range, you're going to have no recoil, it's going to be suppressed, you're going to have lots of bullets, and the ADS and mobility is still going to be super high. So that is why it makes this one of the best weapons you can possibly use in Warzone, in my opinion. Now, of course, you guys might have a different opinion than mine, and if you do, make sure to go ahead and leave your opinion down in the comment section below. Now, something I just want to quickly touch up on again is going to be the perks and what I mean by using the perks. So the perks I like to use are going to be cold-blooded, so you can stay off people's thermal scopes, because as you guys know, a lot of people use thermal scopes in this game on their snipers and even on their assault rifles and stuff like that. And if they see you, they're going to get a super easy kill. So having a cold-blooded perk on is going to help you basically be hidden on their thermal scope. Now, yes, they can still see you, but not as well, so I do recommend you guys sticking on cold-blooded. The next thing is going to be the secondary perk. Like I said before, I recommend you guys not using overkill and actually using ghost instead. And when you use ghost, I recommend you guys put in a secondary on. Now, in my opinion, the best secondary you can use is going to be the .357 pistols. These can literally destroy the armor in literally one bullet, and you can kill a whole entire squad with just one magazine. I've seen it done multiple times by a lot of people on stream, and trust me, it's definitely one of the best secondary weapons you can use. Now, a lot of people at the moment are using overkill classes with a primary weapon and a sniper as their secondary, and I do not recommend you guys doing this. The reason for this is because the fact that so many people use heartbeat sensors. So many people in this game are using heartbeat sensors. I literally don't see anyone else with anything else. No one uses stuns, no one uses stim shots that much. Literally every single person has a heartbeat sensor on their class. Now, if you use the heartbeat sensor, you're going to be able to see a lot of people who don't have ghost. So if you don't have ghost, you're going to appear on their heartbeat sensor straight away, and they're going to know exactly where you are, and this is going to get you killed so many times. So I do strongly recommend you guys simply using ghost. You can have any secondary you guys want to. Like I said, you can have a pistol, a rocket launcher, anything you guys want to. And then what I recommend you guys doing is waiting until you kill someone, and then usually in like the top 50 or something like that, pretty much everyone by then already has a loadout drop. So everyone already has their own classes, and therefore everyone basically already has a sniper on their class. So if you kill literally one squad, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a sniper on the floor that you can just pick up instead. So I do recommend you guys not using overkill and just waiting until you pick up a sniper off someone's dead body instead, because this is going to help you guys so much, especially in solos. In squads, it's not that important because obviously you can have teammates to protect you, but in solos, if you don't have ghost on and someone is right next to you with a heartbeat sensor, for all you know, they could have dead silence on, they could sneak up with you with a heartbeat sensor, and you would have literally no idea, and before you know it, you are dead and out of the game. So I do strongly advise you guys to do exactly what I just said. So the weapon I am using in this one is actually from a pickup. I had ghost on my class, and then I picked up the sniper in the later game. So that is what I recommend you guys doing, is just waiting until you pick up a sniper. But yeah, that's been it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next video. If you guys did enjoy, and if you could subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers, and at the moment of recording this, I am exactly 405 subscribers away from 20,000, which is absolutely amazing. So once again, if you guys are new and you could subscribe to the channel, it would mean so much to me. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.